pretty lackluster for the most part. So they pick a CK and a Mars, these two heroes that have stun, have catch, and team fight. So at least they cover that basis, but I feel like they've gotten really counterpicked here. Secret's draft looks pretty much perfect, and it's an Enigma with no BKB cancel for the Black Hole for later stages too. Yeah, I really think Mudgolems, I agree with the panel. I think they have to smash a lane or come out pretty ahead in at least 1 or 2 lanes, because I don't see who can play versus Nisha in the game either. This looks like all the core hero matchups are terrible on the side of Mudgolems versus Necrophos.
Yeah. Doesn't sound too hot for Mudgolems coming into this bit of a challenge against Secret then in this game 1.
Yeah, the one good thing is that I'm going to say is Skeeter has been so impressive on his lifestealer. He's actually been the best lifestealer for me with his offensive usages and also the way he's played around his infest a lot of the time, saving teammates. So that could be maybe an X factor that can change some stuff.
Okay. And well, we'll see here. I think we're trying to sort of check out the lane, see who's starting where. And as it seems to be, 33 is going to be heading down to the bottom on the CK, and Skeeter starting up top on the lifestealer.
Okay, so they're going to go to try to pressure the Drow and also avoid that annoying Enigma. Enigma Tusk, we've seen this lane a couple times now. It's so dominant. Just Enigma in general, if you can't actually punish the Enigma, he's going to deny so much from your carry, and a Tusk benefits so much with that Enigma. Of course, with the Eidolons tag team all coming in together is pretty nice.
Oh, they're swapping again, actually. So it looks like they want to have the Lifestealer down on the bottom lane against this pressure. Then what they want, sort of what the CK top is that because... what is that? Because also we will see Fada, of course, going down bottom to join with Skeeter here. So Mudgolems being very forceful in getting these lanes that in their heads are what's beneficial for them right now.
Okay, well, Undying wants to lane versus Tusk, that is for sure. He wants to lane versus the strength hero, and he wants to lane with his carry. And then they want to have their strong lane, the pressure lane, try to actually slow down Drow, which this lane can actually get some kills onto the Drow if Puppy's not in the area, but we have to know, we know how Puppy plays. He's going to stay pretty close in there. Mid is the big concern for me. I think Nisha is really going to take over this game because of all the hero matchups, but also this mid matchup, it just doesn't sound fun for poor Borony here.
No, I mean, it's going to be interesting to see because Borony he's been amazing, right? In the games that we've seen Mudgolems play, Borony's mid performance has been insane. It's just that this time around it is on something a bit different, just the Mars mid. Not something that we haven't necessarily seen before, but definitely not something that teams are trying to consistently bring back.
Yeah, it's I think, like I said, I think they were trying to bandage a lot of wounds in their drafts. It feels pretty weird.
We'll see how much you can get done in that mid matchup against Nisha.
Still all right, off the start. Does feel like it's gonna, as the levels start to kick in for the Necrophos, that, you just naturally have that regeneration kicking in. He's even putting the second point in Heartstopper because he's versus a strength hero, so he's gonna constantly tick him out. Borning is gonna have to just bring regen all the time. Other thing about the Necrophos in this game, why I was saying he's so good versus all the core matchups, there's very little magic damage. As we see YapzOr get a very little magic damage on the side of Mudgolems to pop him. But if he gets Ghost Shroud off, Soul Rip is their best. Sure, Soul Rip's a pretty decent one, but they don't have any burst magic. Like, it's just not really there. As bottom, Fada.
They're going in on him with the Eidolons. Fada trying to turn with the decay. He's got the Soul Rip, and they do turn towards YapzOr. Skeeter and Fada trying to trade into him, but the snowball's there. Buys a bit more time for YapzOr to live. The stick charges are popped. He's got the movement speed there with his brown boots first. YapzOr can step away from the two of them. Mudgolems are able to keep Fada alive there. Seeing him be a bit of a tough one for YapzOr to go on with the combination of the decay and the Soul Rip, keeping him safe.
And Skeeter gets himself 2 of the Eidolons as well killed, so, that split won't happen. That'll keep denying his lane even more so. Pretty decent. Yeah, Borning is doing a very good job in mid lane. Got his bottle at a decent time. He's got his stick as well. Caught up in regen. Need somebody to check the rune for him, though, because he's going to be low on regen once that does get ticked down here. Actually, misses the last hit on range creep with Spear. Ooh.
And what's his sort of job going to be this game as the Mars? Is it going to be to try and get a blink nice and early and instantly look to combo with the rest of your team in the side lanes to get kills?
I think his job is actually to park and protect the towers for his team. Because you look at Secret's draft and they're eventually going to set up and just really beat on those. I think Borning has to be set up with the Tombstone, with Undying.
Bottom lane.
I actually find YapzOr.
They do get him here. Fada making some nice moves, and Able to burst him down.
That's a big kill, too, because 4-minute mark's coming. So they can go double-check the runes now, and Nisha won't be able to contest it, probably. So let's see what YapzOr's move is to match.
Can he get her in time to contest the 4-minute runes? He's walking in. He's going to pop the
snowballing
snowball straight to go in on Boroneer. But Boroneer's got backup. Rune will spawn as he's able to bottle it straight away with the illusion. Spearing in onto the tree. YapzOr does manage to step away before Fada's able to finish him off with a soul rip. Now Nisha turning with the Death Pulse, pushing the two of them back. As YapzOr will be saved, but Boroneer is going to be able to keep himself in a good position in mid. Pops the salve, he's back up to full, and of course getting that bottle refill is going to help him massively in this matchup where he does continue to stay pretty even with Nisha.
Yeah, he's doing nice spear backwards too in mid lane. Doesn't get him under the tower there, but decent attempt. He's doing much better in mid lane. He even holds the illusion rune. I think they could have gotten a kill if he popped the illusions and they used soul rip, but they decided not to onto that tusk. They decided to hold it for Borning here.
See who's sort of on the side lanes falling out the most. I mean, bottom lane, Skeeter.
Mid?
Continue to farm fine. He's going to go with the spears. He's got enough damage.
They do?
Able to do so. Fada coming in with that snipe. Soul Rip burst from the wave, doing the job in top lane. 33 in Milan. They close the gap onto Puppey with the old CK combo with the Rift and the Bolt. And 3 kills already in these lanes, Mudgolems. Doing it as well as you said they needed to, right? They've got to be getting this sort of stuff early out of these lanes because otherwise they are going to fall behind and have issues with their draft elsewhere.
I was about to comment on the top lane how I want to see them really try to force the issue here. They have to try to force for a kill onto either of them because the Drow is farming fine up here versus a very strong pressure lane. The CK and the IO, it's a constant spam lane. But they've been able to keep it pretty decent for themselves, only losing the one hero.
On bottom, the body blocks here, Fada. He's not letting Zai get away from this. He's doing his best to keep Zai in range of Skeeter, but Zai's still able to make it round. YapzOr comes in with the TP. Snowball gives the space for Zai to step back. Try and move in onto Fada. Eidolon's out, but he's tanky enough, and they're diving in. Milan teaming up with Boroneer. They're looking for Nisha. Spears up in a second. He doesn't even need it. Just a knockback with the God's Rebuke and a right click from Milan. Takes Nisha out for the second time in this lane, and now he's going to be back in 15 seconds, but his TP is going to still be on cooldown, so now we're going to see him really fall behind Boroneer in this laning stage.
Such good moves from Mudgolems, and with that 6-minute rune spawns, Borning gets it himself, immediately moves toward bottom to look to pressure because they have this catapult wave. He might be able to find Zai if he steps up at all here.
He's got to be careful about revealing himself. He's thinking about making Eidolons. That will give the info for Boroneer to move in, but there's backup coming in. In fact, Matsu, he's going to turn that TP right around. As soon as he realizes the Boroneer is here, there's nothing he can do to help Zai. As Mudgolems a 5th kill, and now able to put some pressure onto the tier 1 tower bot. They're making use of all the resources mid as well. Milan soaking up a bit of XP. 33 needs a bit of help top. He gets pushed away by Matu and Puppey, but he's tanky enough. They can't kill him. He's got the bracer.
He did give his life, though, to take the catapult, right? He did use the Eidolon, so we do see that this tower ends up pretty much not taking that much damage because of it. So sure, he loses his life, but at least there's that little trade-off of it for it. But they're going to continue to try to pressure here. Zai returns bottom, but they can't actually punish him.
Yeah. He's going to be fine now with Boroneer returning back to mid, but I mean, with these moves that have been made as well, Boroneer still having the Arena of Blood good to go. So if he ever gets a +1 around the mid lane, could have the chance of threatening Nisha for a 3rd time in these first 8 minutes.
I think they're going to look to go pretty soon. They have TP that can come from Fada as well. Milan is chilling near the area on the side. They see Nisha move too far in position.
Fada, they're in onto Zai. Zai is falling low. Is he able to get away from this? He's not. And Zai, he just respawned and TP back to lane, so he's not going to have a TP when he's back up in 20 seconds. This is already 2 times in the laning stage on 2 lanes where Mudgolems have double killed someone in their lane. This is going to massively hurt Secret's early game.
This is a level 5 Undying. I mean, Fada's owning with, I mean, a hero that usually you don't see rotations, but his rotations even are still really dominating right now. This is really good stuff for Mudgolems and exactly what they need to do in this game in the early start here. As we see, it's only that 1k lead even though they have all this 6 kills. So they do have to keep it up as mid.
They're going to try to finish it. They've got the setup. Look at the TP's coming in. A snowball save will come in for now, but he's very, very low. Fada's going to turn up with the tombstone down. If they got the burst to kill Nisha, they don't. He's up to the high ground. Nisha will live. 33 charging across, trying to help out. Fada goes down. Boroneer spearing Matu to the tree. They've got the ult. 33 is going to have the damage to bring Matu into the illusions. Bursting him back with the God's Rebuke. They take out Matumba Man. As Mudgolems yet another kill. Boroneer is even maybe searching for more. Secret, they've got to step back. As Boroneer has this DD. Getting healed up by Milan.
I love how they react to the move, though. They're like, all right, Secret wants to bring 3-4 heroes. Fine, we will too. Bring 33 into the mid lane. Bring absolutely everybody except for Skeeter.
This is some top stuff. There's no question about it. You know, the level that Mudgolems is bringing this game to already, it's matching Secret. No doubt about it. I mean, I feel there's very few teams that will make that sort of move against Secret, and you'll see Secret reactors with as much panic as they do there. The mass TPs to mid. You can really feel it. The Mudgolems they're keeping Secret on their toes.
They're making all the right moves in this early game here to set themselves up for these nice lanes. Look at Secret. They're actually backing up and farming jungle. They've left the top lane now because it's not safe for Matumba. They have to kind of play near the mid area. Some real good stuff from Mudgolems with all these moves. And this Mars, he's done an excellent job in this mid lane. And now he's got his phase boots finished. Barney has really been on point in every single one of his games. Even though most of them, it seems like it's the Storm snowballing out of control. It's time playing an unorthodox mid like the Mars. Slightly unorthodox.
We'll see the move from Nisha. He's going to head down towards the bottom lane. Looks like Secret want to try and put some pressure onto Skeeter. TPs are available on Mudgolems though, so reactions can come in if this pressure does come through. And Boromir has also got the arena up, and not only that, he's got an arcane rune good to go. So if he comes down with this arcane, he's going to be able to get multiple combos off if they do choose to try and hold this tier 1 tower.
The timing also, Io has a mech. Milan has a full mech for the next fight. So we were talking about how Mudgolems definitely going to be, we were thinking they were going to be lacking some damage in the mid game and everything. Maybe Secret will be the ones lacking versus such an early timing on it. Because Puppy, he wasn't able to go for his usual just straight mech rush. He went for the medallion this game. Yeah,
they have got the mech nearly done on the mid. Nisha's going to be
Nisha, right? Yeah.
Yeah, so he is going to have the mech in a few hundred gold, but you're right, still this window where they don't, and yeah, Milan having it as faster than the enemy mid is pretty wild.
Really is. That's what I mean. It's quite insane. It's definitely still going to be a little bit of that same story in mid game where we do see Secret's draft. It's very strong when they're all together, and they do have all those different healing elements. When Nisha has mech, they have their hand of God and everything. It will feel like Mudgolems might lack some damage.
See this move here from Mudgolems trying to find something potentially with the smoke.
They want to try to slow down the Ancient farming at all, get a ward to block it, anything, because they're watching Matumba Man farm it, but
he's there,
testing it is hard.
I mean, if Barney can get in with the arena, he's stepping forward. There's going to be a reload coming in from the back of it all. Matsu, he's trying to run. 33 pops the ult. Are they able to pull Matsu in? They are. Straight away with the rift into the bolt. The spear damage as well takes Matsu down.
And it stops Yapsor from getting his snowball off. They may have been able to save him just for a second or two there, but the spear pushing them both away. Nice invasion play there.
Instantly
and look at Fada. Fada's clearing the Ancients. Undying. He's killing them with the tombstone.
Oh my goodness.
Oh, I love that. That's a heads-up play right there from the 5 position.
I mean, and he's taking it all. He is taking it all way before Matu's going to be back in the game and able to do anything about it.
Mudgolems continuing to impress, continuing to make the right moves. 8-1. Side bottom.
He's going to go for the small TP. Back towards the tier 2, keeps himself in lane, but keeps himself alive, so he'll be fine. Top, Milan's able to take the haste rune away from Secret being able to pick it up. 33 still hanging around the mid with him, whilst Fada and Skeeter trying to keep pressure on the bottom. Skeeter sitting at the top net worth right now, and his armlet is it's pretty much done, so we're going to have the armlet out on him.
Yeah, taking all the boxes right now. Keeping Secret heavily on the back foot still for now.
And I like this as well from 33. We are going to see just the axe rush this game on the CK.
Per usual, it feels like now.
I mean, he was sort of thinking he did have, I believe, the echo queued up earlier. But yeah, he's I guess sort of just realizing the state of it. If he's able to just get the tags on as soon as possible, the pressure and potentially he's able to have with the mass illusions from his whole team. You know, already Secret, they're struggling to deal with sort of one set of Mudgolems. You add some more into the mix, and these fights are going to be pretty scary for Secret to turn up to.
Just maybe. I'm still feeling, you know, this 2K lead, it's still good. It's just I'm waiting for when that big thing kicks in, when Secret looks to group up around that Chen, around that Enigma, around that Necro, because he's got the mech. So you have to expect it's coming soon. Matumba also about to have his Dragon Lance. Mudgolems getting themselves a top tower here. And you can see Secret, they're completely playing on the back foot, just waiting for these timings for themselves to try to take a fight.
So,
I think there's pressure top, though.
I mean, they're getting away with a lot of it.
Yep.
Also, to take away some of the jungle secret, their focus right now is down in this bottom lane. Just get something done, as you said, with the black hole.
It's time to group up.
Skeeter popping the rage, committing onto YapzOr, buys himself safety with the snowball over towards the neutral creeps. Skeeter and Fado won't chase any further.
That was a tombstone used. 80-second cooldown. This might be a pretty hard tower for Mudgolems to defend. They're going to be able to push mid and top in response, but fighting around here without tombstone seems like impossible.
Yeah, they're leaving immediately. Yeah, you see that from Mudgolems. Just straight away making the decision to not lose anybody down there. Skeeter and Fado TP over to the mid. They know the Secret's all down. There's the full 5. They'll let Secret have what they're looking for. Is the tier 1 bottom will fall. Mudgolems just doing their best to make sure that they're getting stuff done elsewhere. And they do. Mid-tier 1 tower is going to be taken. And as you can see on the top, 33 able to just continue to free farm up here, and he's now just about 1,000 gold away from having the completed Agonies.
They're doing such a good job of dancing around. They understand what Secret's draft is about that big group up where Mudgolems might struggle versus it, so just split up when they do group up.
Zai.
So far, fantastic.
Poppy out, gonna look to try and run down Fada here in the river. Oh, he's gonna have the cage to play with. It's a lot coming in, as they have got the scythe coming down, and that's a big one. Finally able to take Skeeter out of the action for 50. There's going to be a relocate coming in. They want to keep fighting this, and with the setup onto Matu into the arena, they might have the damage to do so. They've got the ball out into the rip, but the Hand of God is out. Matu, he's going to live, and now they can turn. Zai stepping forward. They've got the snowball in. The black hole is going to be dropped down onto Boroniers to secure the Mars kill. Off to the side, YapzOr's able to snipe down another as they pick up Fada on the way out. So Secret able to hold their ground, turn things, as indeed, as you say, they're just the heels of the stain. Matu, they were going on him. They just couldn't finish him. He was able to just sit at pretty much half HP for the whole fight, despite everybody trying to take him down.
This is the concern. It's when they fight as a unit. Secret's draft, when it's all together, is pretty unstoppable. They have to try to split off and catch them when they don't have everything available. Hand of God is down, Reaper Sight is down, and Enigma ult is down. So let's see if they can get anything off of those being on cooldown.
Just trying to pull some of the creeps away from the tower, but the tower does fall. Secret able to take another tier 1 here.
They're going to have to split Secret up on the map and try to get some type of pickoffs, especially right now that those ults are on cooldown. It feels like they have to take advantage of them pretty decently, because that death ball is going to continue coming from Secret. Every few minutes, they're going to group up with all their ults, and they're going to look to just hammer down those towers. Mudgolems has to be prepared for it. And like you said, they're getting themselves pretty kitted in terms of items, at least for now. Blink and the Ags. Blink on Mars and Ags on CK going to be coming out at the same time. Don't think you can just sit back and wait, though, for everything on Secret to come back up. Gotta pick off these heroes that are split away too far from their team, as YapzOr is one of those.
Looks like he'll be left behind here by Puppy. No,
they're relocating for Puppy, too. Can they catch him?
Ooh, he's out with the TP. Realizes straight away what sort of move Mudgolems are going for, and Puppy's able to avoid it. With the quick escape.
I see the line drawn bottom, though. YapzOr looks like he wants to continue pressuring bottom. And ults soon to be coming back up. 40 seconds for Puppy, 80 for the black hole. And as we said, Zai, Blink Dagger is going to be his first item. That next item, if he's able to get it, even more so where Mudgolems there's no way that they can win a fight. They're going to have to bait it and just do some relocates and stuff like that. They have ways to play around it, at least in that sense. But still, it feels like the same tail will be there, as if whenever Secret's grouped up, can't take the 5-on-5. And Puppy, in typical Puppy fashion, he's got a Solar Crest done. Just naked Solar Crest in a second when he finishes the Wind Lace to throw the buffs onto the Drow.
Nice little spear to the one tree standing, but they won't commit further. Puppy's around.
Too tough of a kill.
On top, 33. Ooh. Did try and see if he could get a grab onto Zai, but Zai playing it safe. Into the trees he goes.
Just going to be a standard item build, it looks like, from Skeeter, not deviating from his usual armlet AC. I think maybe after that item choice, then he might start deviating. He wants the plus armor to deal with the Drow, but I feel like maybe he goes for something weird afterwards, something like that Nullifier, something bizarre, because it feels like he has to this game. Abyssal Blade too, these two items are going to be pretty core for them if they do get to later stages.
He's jump. He found Matu straight away. They're going to look to set up with the arena, but they have managed to get the size on the Boroniers. No spears straight away. The snowball coming in from YapzOr. They'll turn over towards him. YapzOr Is he going to be able to go down? He is. They're able to take him out.
They're bringing back Matu to fight.
Yeah, indeed. Puppy brings him back in because they want to keep this going. They're also going to buy back on YapzOr. Secret really want to try and make a fight happen here.
Ag CK, definitely a bit problematic.
Oh, that's a solid setup there. Straight away with the Black Hole, but he does get put to a stop. Spear from Boronia. Holds it to the side. 33, he's in. He's in with a stun, and Skeeter's stunned too. They're able to take out Zai. Reaper Side comes crashing down onto Milan, so the IO will fall. But Mudgolems, they'll get a couple of kills for it. 33 with a double, despite Secret being the ones there that really wanted to force that fight. As we had, you know, it may not be over yet. Boronia, he's over to Nisha. Matu will turn, starting to punch back. He tries for the TP out, but he's facing not totally away from Matu. So Matu takes him out. As the rest will escape.
Matu's so fast on his gusts in these fights too. Even when they charge up, he got the gust off instantly. But a decent fight there from Mudgolems, fighting into the black hole and everything. Just really persisting forward, but we're still seeing the strength of when they're all grouped up. And that's pre-BKB on the Enigma. So that's one of the big things, is they can always cancel it for now if they do have either the Mars or the CK in position. But
I mean, look, have they got any smokes up? They do. They've got smoke on Fada. I mean, do you still want to see them be very quick with just consistently making moves, or are Mudgolems okay to sort of sit back and wait for any sort of these next major items coming out?
No, I want to see them just keep looking, keep gunning for it. Yep, every single Mars ult has to be used off cooldown, it feels like. Because the thing is with Phantasm too, it's such a low cooldown that they can look to fight at those frequencies where I feel like Secret might get caught off guard in it. So yeah, just keep running at them, keep looking to make these plays. Okay, maybe Roche could actually be an option here with all them down. This actually could work.
Now, do they get away with this, or do you think Secret will expect this at all?
The scan is already out, so and they're smoked up
there's
looking.
Your answer. They're heading in.
Black Hole and Reaper on cooldown. Reaper's
They're doing it
15.
quick though. Roshan's falling. Secret's got to get in there soon if they want to try and do anything about this. They're going to try and step forward, but it's already been taken. Roshan falls. They get the Aegis on Skeeter, and now Skeeter, he's running straight in at the turret. And he's got the rage wearing off, so has to be a little cautious. Boronia dropping down the arena. He manifested the
Infest
out, but the Infest and the 10 are keeping him safe, and in fact they're able to take both of them out with that. As Skeeter jumps into Boronia, Milan gets them both back to safety. Milan, he'll be going back on his own, as they'll let him die to the side. As Secret, some very nice little moves there to get Roshan, get the Aegis, and only lose the eye off the back of it. You're able to save all the cores and keep that Aegis safe for the next fight that you wish to take.
Yeah, a very ideal move. That's like, you know, there's only a few things that they could have done there. It's either take a fight or go for that rush. They get away cleanly. Looked a little concerning for a second. I'm still seeing the way that Nisha's able to just charge into the fight as a concern, though. He just ghost shrouds and runs into 5 heroes in the pit.
Yeah, I mean, he's, you know, after sort of a few deaths in lane, you know, Nisha, he's kind of just been doing Nisha things, and, you know, suddenly he's up there at the top, you know, and another fight that goes his way, he's going to be taking over the game, as he's getting very, very big. Greaves done, well on the way to having a Shiva's Guard complete, so between the two of those matched up with this Chen, the team fight, the sustain is going to be insane for Mudgolems to try and burst to the point where, as you keep mentioning, the 5-on-5s, some of these cores are just not going to die. Mudgolems have got to try and find some way of picking them apart, or at least taking down one of Secret at the beginning of every fight before the fight really gets a chance to kick off.
Yeah, it really does feel like it's still going to be hard. I think this actual Aegis move was the best move that they could do, because it denies it also from Secret. Bottom Nisha.
Can they pop him? They absolutely can there with the damage coming out. Boronia just able to set things up with a blink. And Nisha, I guess he just didn't expect the Mars to be down here, or just overestimated how tanky he would be, but they just destroyed him throughout the duration of that stun. It's going to get easier to do so as well, because Boronia, he's now got the full Deso on top of the blink. And that combo with also a completed AC coming out on Skeeter. I mean, if they're able to do that then without any sort of minus armor, now with the minus armor, they get that combo on any of the members of Secret, they will be able to just rip them apart straight away.
And they have a real form of initiation with 33 now. He's got a blink dagger, so all right, things are definitely coming together here. They're still doing a great job of pressuring. 13-7, 2K gold lead. Aegis still for, what, 2 minutes? See if they can get anything out of this Aegis. Maybe just some farming time. I do want to see them try to at least catch heroes, especially when they have any type of vision, because Secret's playing very split up on the map.
He's looking. Yapsop. He's going to get the chance to buy some time with the snowball. And Matu's heading over. We'll push the Illusion Zan 33 back with the Gust. Got the Phantasm chasing onwards towards Yap. On the high ground, indeed, Zai's been found. Skeeter, he's been brought in by Milan. They take out Zai. The chase continuing here as 33 is able to get the rift in again onto Yapsor. They do have heals to keep Yapsor alive. So Yapsor will live for now. Jump forward, Boromir has the arena set up onto Puppey and Nisha. Silence will slow down the combo for the Spear for now, but he's still able to find the timing to do so as the Silence comes to an end. Nisha gets the Ghost Shroud off Skeeter, jumps into the safety of Fada, and now he's ready to jump back out. Skeeter turning over towards Nisha. Nisha turns the heals up, but Milan comes in with the heals. He's back up to full HP. They take down Nisha. They find a third. Mudgolems, again, some smooth moves from them coming out as they outplay Secret in the team fight, and they're now at 4K.
Perfect time to look for this fight here, too. With this ward they have in the enemy jungle, they get to see the information, they get to see Zai on the high ground, they make an aggressive move onto Yapsor, and then they make a relocate onto the high ground, and it catches Zai. And Zai is very close to that BKB, so this is the perfect timing for them to make that aggressive move, because when BKB comes, you know, that Enigma is really going to become the king of those team fights. This is some top-tier stuff coming out from Mudgolems. And just the counteracting of that Reaper there. I mean, we see the Infest, we see all those heals really kicking in.
To the point where it feels like it's going to be very, very hard, really, for Nisha to ever get a kill with the Reaper. As you say, just to sort of list them all, the Infest, the Soul Rip, and just the Sustain from Milan coming in with the Tether and the Mech. Now, how do you actually ever burst someone in the Cypher? It seems very, very hard to do so right now if you're Secret. As, Mudgolems, 7K ahead, picking up the bounty runes and just propelling themselves further and further in this lead.
They're doing such a good job of always getting those big initiations with these double blink daggers now. Yep. Secret, they only have the one blink, you know, on Zai, and he wasn't safe until he had this point where he's at the BKB, but he is frail now. That is the one thing. Sure, he's got BKB, but he's got 6 armor. And 13 when he's standing next to Drow, but 6 armor when you're playing versus all this minus armor from the Deso, the AC. So I could be in a little bit of problems if he's not careful of his positioning.
And also, there's some big brain stuff here, Fog. Correct me if I'm wrong. But 33, going for the Basher, I imagine that means that when he gets the Reality Rift, pierces BKB talent, he's able to rift Zai whilst he's BKB black holing. Obviously, the rift itself won't cancel the black hole, but pulling him to the side gives him the chance to get a bash whilst Zai is pulled away from the area that he's cast the black hole on.
I mean, I guess that will work when he gets to town, and eventually he'll get the Abyssal. So they are looking to, you know, tick those boxes that they're missing. Man, this is just real master planning coming out from Mudgolems. Catching Secret really off guard and getting so much out of the map. Look, another Basher Skeeter. He's going to be going for one as well. So they're building multiple Abyssal Blades to be able to deal with that Enigma as well. Yeah,
that just definitely makes Zai have to really think about how he places the black hole around himself. And even so, as I say, still the opportunity that if it does work like that, which I think it should do, the Rift could pull him into a position where the heroes are able to attack without stepping into the black hole. And yeah, Zai is also just making sure he has things against that. And against the Abyssal, of course, going for the Lincolns next after the BKB. Yeah. Because
that's the full coverage.
He does have to get these black holes off. Where with these fights where there haven't been black holes, they've been struggling. If he is able to lay down a black hole, as we talked about earlier with the Midnight Pulse and the aura from the Necrophos kicking in, they will obviously have this insane amount of damage, but he has to find the opportunities to be able to do that. Mudgolems have not been giving those opportunities to it.
Secret needs some longer duration team fights where they're able to spam their pulses, spam their heals, get everything off, so those damage over times really tick in. Mudgolems has an explosive start to the fights, though. They can literally just pop a hero right away with this Deso, with this AC, with now the CK being so massive. And they've done such a good job here. Nisha, he's got the Shivas finished when he picks it up, and he also did get a Craggy coat. So, I mean, that's pretty fortunate for the Necrophos. 44 armor casually now. Yeah. Probably the best, I mean, if actually the best item he could have gotten in this game, it does feel.
I mean, some fairness, there's some balance. So we have some very good neutral items on Mudgolems too. 33, he's got the Quickening Charm to help him with the spam of the Phantasms. And of course, Skeeter, he had the Paladin.
It's coming out. It's coming back on Courier.
Oh, I thought he had it actually. I think he might have sent it back and then taken it back out, but it's coming. And also telescope's always a lot.
Oh, telescope, yeah, they've got all the good stuff.
They've got some good stuff indeed. Or Titan Sliver too. Someone's going to want to take that. Probably Boronier actually. Yeah, he's going to grab that too.
Secret's feeling a bit powerful here with the timing though, with that BKB on the Enigma, with Nisha with all this armor items. Looking to frontline, but look at the positioning from Mudgolems, all playing around this ward. They can play really well around vision. That's always something I try to talk about a lot when I'm seeing the Undying, because a lot of people don't like this hero so much, but that's something that this hero will always provide in almost every game is you pop that tombstone on a high ground, you see the whole fight. 1800 day night vision. So they're really looking to play around that so that they can see.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, just giving that info for Milan even, right, to just take people to straight on top of him. Stop that sort of jump surprise come in, which we've seen Zai has struggled to find just because of how well Mudgolems are playing with that vision.
Oh, Puppy tried to save his little purge creep, but it got killed by the CK Phantasms. Ooh, Fada? Roche back up in about a minute.
Ooh, and you see, this is what Boronier is just going to pick up the full Aghanim's on Mars.
Oh,
we don't see this come. Obviously, we were expecting something a little different because this is a mid-Mars, and we're certainly getting it. You know, in the games where we have seen Mars being played on the side lanes, I don't think we've had any Ags pickups here actually at this tournament. But Boronier ready to make some fast moves and big hits with this one. As already on the high ground, Nisha is going to try and step forward to push the boys. He's going to go in the black hole.
Only gets Fada.
Only gets Fada though. 33's already taken down Yap, so Fada's actually going to live as he's be able to put the soul upon himself. Does still die in the Midnight Pulse. Boronier comes in with the arena. He's trapped in Nisha. They're trying to finish on 33, but the glimmer's out. 33 is going to be healed up as well. He's out. He's able to step to the side. Milan keeping it fine. Boronier will be the new focus for Secret though as they move in onto the Mars. He'll go down. So they get Fada, they get Boronier. 33 able to be saved though. Again, this combination of Infest from Skeeter and Tether from Milan.
Roche does come back right now, and Secret kills it very fast with Penitence and Solar Crest.
Let's see if they can do anything to stop it. Mudgolems, it's hard for them to get in on this. This should be a free one for Secret. Nisha heading over to make sure nobody can enter into this. In fact, they're going to try for the kill onto 33 as Nisha gets the vision for Yap, sort of roll out straight away onto 33. Pots the Phantasm, but he goes down. It's the flurry of arrows from Matumba coming out with a multi-shot. Secret get themselves back in position. Aegis and Cheese is picked up, and they take a huge hit there. That lead that Mudgolems did have now just down to 4K, and Secret in position to start rolling down a lane and definitely get a lot done whilst 33 is dead for 50 seconds.
It feels like the first fight that Secret's actually ever able to dominate, and they dominated pretty big here. Because now this downtime is going to give them time for their cooldowns to come back, and for these items to get picked up that they were lacking a little bit here. This is going to hurt Mudgolems a lot.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
They're smoked up on the side. They're going to go for an Infest play, it looks like. They've got their Tombstone too with Fada.
Okay, they've got the arena.
Let's see what they go for.
Bornier's in. Going to drop the arena now to the four of them. Does get the spear onto Yap, so they turn towards Puppy first. Get rid of that sustain. They've taken the Chen out. Now over towards Yap, so the second easy kill. He's still alive here. Over to the side. Matu's able to Hurricane Pike away. Yap buys a bit of time for himself in the snowball, but now they're out with the Phantasm. They jump forward with the Rift onto Yap, so Matu tries to push them back. He's trying to kill Skeeter, but the Soul Rift keeps Skeeter alive. Skeeter's able to step away from Nisha. They've taken away the Aegis from Matu. Nisha trying to head forward to give some heals over to Matumba Man. Nisha, he's TPing out of this. He's bailing because he knows that Matu's dead, and Matu certainly is. He goes down. They've lost 4, and Mudgolems, they hold the defense. They keep the tier 3 up alive, and now they're straight down the mid. And a very worthy buyback there from 33, giving Mudgolems the strength to push back Secret and fight them through that Aegis as he gets wiped out, along with Matu's life after.
Such a nice fight by them. The Tombstone just unable to be hit. We see the zombie spreading. The Mars ult is down, catching everybody. Even though Midnight Pulse as well as the Heartstopper Aura are ticking on everybody, you see them starting to get a little bit low. They're able to just push right through it there. And I'm seeing some, a little bit of fun stuff too, is with the Phantasm, with the Undying. The fact that he gets a Flesh Golem, and when he uses his Reality Rift, he has a Flesh Golem hitting the main target too. So that amp damage,
wait, what?
It's gonna pop people.
Oh,
you understand what I mean?
Yeah, well, no, I do. That sounds pretty strong.
35 damage amp, and it's always rifting. It rifts the Mudgolem, or it rifts the Undying Flesh Golem on top of the hitting target that 33's hitting too, so it's that extra damage.
That's nasty.
It's really nice, actually.
Oh my goodness, yeah, no wonder we're seeing some of these heroes just shred when the Golem's up.
Very nice team fight, and I was a little worried if they didn't actually do that exact play, because it would have given Secret time to just like get all their ults back up and everything, and they get nothing out of it. A huge buyback from 33 puts a stop to that. So Secret, they're gonna have all their ults up, but yeah, that definitely hurt. Definitely hurt Secret quite a bit.
No, for sure. I mean, that was the push with an Aegis. You know, if Mudgolems are able to come up with that sort of defense when you're trying to push into them with an Aegis, I think Secret's definitely got to be scared.
Don't think Secret expected that at all, because it looked like it totally caught them off guard. They were all trapped in the arena pretty much, except for I think Zai. I think Zai was the only one who looked like he was playing on the outside of it.
He got 4 in it, Borneo,
Yeah. So they got to be a little bit more careful of their positioning. And I mean, it was just a really heads-up play from Mudgolems. So good stuff. I feel like we haven't had such a contested game in a while. I feel like a lot of the games we had before were just mostly stomps, mostly one-sided. This one, you can definitely feel, even though there's a 7K gold lead for Mudgolems, you can feel that the pressure from Secret the whole time.
As you said yourself as well, the way that Secret was approaching this game, right? You could tell during the draft that there was definite respect from Secret to Mudgolems here. Like, we see Secret try some sort of different stuff along the way. This time around, this Secret draft is... There's no experimenting here from Puppey, right? This is him saying, we got to bring out the good stuff to beat these guys.
Absolutely. When you see them, I mean, whenever I see them picking like Chen, you know, they leave IO and they pick Chen, I'm always like, you know, Puppey, Secret's in some, they're actually giving some respect to their teammates. So like sometimes when I feel like they don't, but.
Yeah, no, not that they're not necessarily giving respect. The other times, just that they've got a little more space to do things that they, Puppey necessarily wouldn't against teams where he actually does fear a little more their drafting and play.
A very diplomatic answer, Owen.
Yeah, no. Well, in reality, Puppey's like, these guys are scrubs. Let's pick Sky. Here you go.
Yeah, after I was like, take me Pudge.
Pudge, yep, let's go.
Please. Yeah. No, Mudgolems continuing to impress, as we said earlier. And throughout this entire tournament, they've been on point.
No, definitely. Again, for some of the people that did miss, maybe you weren't watching the other weeks and you've just joined in here for the final playoff week. We've seen across the board just sort of Fada's drafting and some real standout performances. I mean, Borneo impressing here again. As we said, we have seen him do some incredible stuff, but on maybe a bit more of a limited hero pool. A lot of it was on the Storm. The fact that he's coming in and able to bring out something like the Mars mid and have as much of an impact as he's having right now against Secret definitely goes to show that Borneo, he's a mid player to watch out for, I think.
Mm-hmm. It's always impressive to me when I can see, like Fada, he's doing such a good job of leading the team and telling them what to do and just playmaking and shot calling and all that. Especially when I see a quad melee draft. Quad melee. We talked about it. We talked about it.
Well, this is a draft that can just
Enigma.
It can just go.
Yeah, it could just fall over because he's playing your quad melee 5 strength heroes into Heartstopper, Midnight Pulse, natural counters versus melee, and they're doing an excellent job of it. As here we go. The smoke is kicking off. Abyssal Blade is finished on CK. And on Lifestealer, so 2 different forms to stop the BKB Black Hole. And they have the level 20 on CK, so you'll be able to see your fun interaction.
I've got a big brain question for you. When he's infested, if he uses Phantasm now, does he get the extra HP on the illusions that the infest is giving him?
Wait, I don't understand your question.
Well, Phantasm makes illusions of himself.
Yes,
it would. It would.
It makes illusions to everyone, yeah.
Ah, yeah, fair enough, fair enough.
His will have a little bit more health, for sure. I guess it's a pretty decent amount of health.
Radiant are scanning.
Actually, does it though? Now I'm wondering if it does. I've never seen the interaction, so I'm gonna go ahead and say that I have.
Also,
no idea.
I'll give you some more interaction questions. If Infest, if he jumps in the IO, does the tethered target also get the heal from the Infest HP going up on the IO?
So I actually was looking for that one. You get 1200 is what it looked like. I did not see a bonus, but I could have seen it wrong. I was trying to look out for it when he did the Infest play, when they did the Reaper Scythe him in. I'm trying to watch out for that one because I haven't seen it too many times.
Definitely. I mean, there's definitely, you can tell though that if any of these things are operating, they're definitely things that Fada's thought about. There's a lot of cool interactions here between the lineup of Mudgolems.
Let's see. There still is, the cheese is still on Matumba Men. He's still hanging on to that one. They're not even giving it to Nisha, which I feel like says a story of how Nisha knows that he's not dying in the fights, not first at least. He's going to just hold his ground.
Oh, Matsu. Oh, he's dead. He's extremely dead. Or maybe not. Zai is coming in with a save, and he's going to be able to save him. Zai comes in with a black hole. Matsu's going to live. They'll turn over towards 33. The big God's Rebuke does come out. Fada stepping into the midst of the fight. Roll down Zai. Another God's Rebuke comes out from Bar near the base, taking down the three of them. Nisha and Puppey, they're the only two left alive. They're stepping over. Nisha's going to be able to pop the Ghost Shroud. Puppey go for the TB out with the spear. Baronier says, no, Puppey. Even you ain't getting away. Does mean that Nisha can then get away because there's not a spear to cancel his TP. But still, another fight, 4 for 1. It looked like Secret were going to have it there. That last minute save of Matumba Man with Zai coming in with a black hole. It was clutch. He weren't clutch enough. Because as we saw, though, the rest of the fight, I mean, Boromir with his Ags, this God's Rebuke on a 3.5-second cooldown, that is such a massive AoE physical nuke that's coming out multiple times in these fights, and it is tearing through Secret with the amount of minus armor that they've got between the Desto and the AC. And off the back of that, they're taking the bottom racks.
And I am just so impressed at the way that they're sustaining it. That was a fight inside of Midnight Pulse, inside of a like full duration Heartstopper or and everything, and they're just able to sustain through all of it. Even as Shivas, there's so many different forms of damage and even just heal, like canceling on the side of Secret. And either way, Mudgolems with the positioning. Tombstone on high ground, another like what 4 or 5 man Arena of Blood by Bornia, and yeah, just top tier from them again. Another fight where it looks like Secret's about to turn into the cheese and black hole, but wow.
And now Barnier's got a full BKB ready for the next fight.
And the 3 heroes get moved in, and you're absolutely right. The God's Rebuke is just slamming them inside of the fights. Those 3 heroes that were inside of the ult, just yeah.
Some wild stuff. Roshan,
some good stuff.
Timer. We'll find out in a few seconds. Let's see if it's going to be long or short. It's going to be a little long. A
little bit, quite long.
Couple of minutes, yeah, actually incredibly long. Yeah, as long as
quite a long one.
Yeah. So a couple of minutes away. So Secret will be waiting a long time. And
the damage
they're coming
out. Yeah, the damage is really coming out from Mudgolems. It really feels like Secret's...
I mean, they're that far
ahead
I didn't think
I'd be the ones, but Secret really feels like they're the ones that just really are lacking damage, even though they have this Midnight Pulse versus all these strength heroes. It still feels like it, as they're always getting up onto just right onto Matumba Man. And with Borningham being so big now, he's always going to get his ult down. And even if the Drow is on the outside or on the inside, it seems like it's going to be tough for Secret. This does not feel easy for Matumba.
I mean, absolutely. You should look at Matumba Man's build. I mean, they're panicking about dealing with all these illusions. He's queuing up an Axe. You never see Drows by Axe. You know what I mean? Yeah. This is not an item that you're picking Drow to build. Drow's just... You know, if you feel that you're going to need an Axe on a Drow, there's probably another hero that would do the job better. So you're just going to show that for this point of the game, it's absolutely gotten to a realm where Secret, they did not plan for this game to go. No. They wanted this to be an ending game by, I would say, like 30-ish minutes. It's a drop, it's an Enigma, Necro. It's all about these pushing heroes with Chen as well, too. And Mudgolems have been the one bringing it to the table every single time, bringing the action. And also, did we point that out, by the way? Illusionist Cape CK. Oh, I saw it, but I didn't think, and you're right. Yep. You're absolutely right. That's, oh my goodness. So that's quite good. So not only boosted illusions that are already doing the same damage and critting, because it's a CK, but now that on top of the fact that you've also got this Mudgolem coming in with the damage amp. I mean, whoever is caught in any sort of stun or the illusions are on top of will die. I don't think it really matters how much armor or health you've got. You're going to die very, very quickly. Did you look at Yapsor's item build, by the way? I think he's really starting to respect the God's Rebuke as well. Quick buy. Oh. Putting the 8 into plate mail there. That's not how it's spelled, kids. But that was a joke. Yeah, the 8 plate mail build. And we've got Matumba with Ags now, too. So Ags, Mjolnir, yeah, they're trying to deal with these illusions. See also Nisha queuing up Radiance after a heart. Trying to get themselves any type of farm. I think they're really starting to feel that this isn't enough. Honestly, when you see like the 8 plate mails, the Ags coming out in a drought, it's like as if the the machine is breaking, you know? Mudgolems, they're breaking Secret. Secret's like, well, what do? We cannot compute. We are 17k down, and they're struggling. They don't know what to do here, Fogged.
Yeah, I think they're starting to, I think it really is that. They were probably like, oh, we have the ace in the hole, we have the BKB Enigma, but wow, we're actually really far behind in the game, and oh my, they have triple Abyssal Blades being built.
I mean, look at
slash have arm already.
Yeah, look at his money. Borony is ready to pretty much buy it, or at least if he's getting very close to.
Oh, and look what he's got too. He's got a timeless relic as well too. That can be pretty nice with the rebuke.
Yeah,
buffs it up.
It's a spell.
It's a spell.
It's
it buffs it up.
Okay, Secret. We're gonna go for the Roche pit. This has been spotted out though by Milan's courier. It's going very quick.
It's dying real fast.
He's in. Ooh, he's gonna try to snipe it. He's able to get the kill. The Aegis snatch will be there. Zai locks down the two of them with the Black Hole. They're taking heavy damage, but the Abyssal comes in from the side as 33's able to put the Black Hole to a stop. They take the Aegis out of Matuma Man instantly. They turn over towards Zai. Zai's dead. They're all falling low in Secret. The ultimate comes out from the Phantasm Borony. It does still go down.
Oh my God.
But they've got the damage. Matu, he's surrounded by Skeeter and 33. He goes down. 33 still alive, but he'll fall.
He's just heart-stoppering them.
Nisha is killing a lot of them. He's going to go for the TP out, but Skeeter's got the bash. And Nisha, he's got a Ghost Shroud to buy a little bit of time. Milan actually going over to the side here towards Puppey. As Skeeter and Fodder are able to finish off Nisha. Puppey is going to get taken down by Fodder. There's 5 dead. Secret's all out of it. They threw everything there into that Roshan attempt, and they couldn't come out on top.
Oh, and who cares about Heartstopper if you're a Lifestealer hitting the hero the whole time with your feast? He counteracts it entirely. And I don't even know, I didn't get to see the fight recap, but how many God's Rebukes were casted in that one? See, able to just slam all of them. And 33 with the awareness. He sees the Lincolns on the Enigma.
Goodness.
Reality Rift to break the Lincolns, and then Abyssals immediately afterwards to cancel the Black Hole. Mudgolems just, again, on point.
Secret's breaking.
Double Tombstone as well, right on the outside of the pit with a God's Rebuke hitting 5 heroes, so everyone has Deso and ACR on them. Like, I mean, such nice fight.
When was the last time a team has been 30k up against Secret? I don't think it's... When? That must be years, months ago, at least. 31 of 14, 44 minutes in. And that's a second melee rack's taken away from Team Secret.
And they're bringing the action versus what looked like such a strong 5-man lineup from Team Secret just from the beginning of the game. Mudgolems have just bringing the action and just have been tick by tick identifying what they need to pick up as their items to deal with the Secret problem. It's been perfect across the board.
It's just the big, I think it's the big brain factor.
Yeah.
The fact that Mudgolems have come in with something that, you know, we have, you know, the panel, they didn't really see what was good about this. We were sort of, you know, well, we're not going to lie, we thought it wasn't great. We were looking at this going, what's going on here? And maybe to an extent Secret, where at the beginning of this one we're like, well, what is he doing? And then Fada's like, you don't understand, you don't understand. And then boom, suddenly Mudgolems are at 31k against Secret. And I mean, I'm struggling to see a way that Secret can turn this game around. I don't think it's possible.
No, it's really feeling impossible now. As I mean, look at even Fada. This is the richest he's ever been. He not only has the Aghanim's blessing given to him, but he also has a Shiva's. So the healing that we've seen Secret play around a lot of the times, now that Shiva's Aura is going to hurt it a lot, and these decays are going to hurt.
Where did that blessing go? Did he? Was that?
He grabbed it from the Roche.
It was. I was going to say. So when they were able to get the Roche kill, obviously the Aegis got picked up by Matumba. They did get the blessing. I don't know who got the cheese. Is there still a cheese in play? There is a cheese on 33. Sorry, Milan. Milan. 33 picked it up. So I imagine that was from the same Roche. So getting both of those at the top. 33's found Zai. Well, has he Zai actually able to blink off in time? Whoa! Is he actually going to get away with this? He actually is Zai. First of all, 33 blinks past him. Oh no, sorry, Zai blinks past 33 and then 33 blinks past him. So some nices dropped in the chat as Zai will escape.
I mean, look how insane this is with the Illusionist cape. Look at these illusions up top from the CK. It's just 5 of them.
I mean, Illusionist cape, as you said, was an incredible pickup. I mean, well, CK illusions, they do 100% damage. You add 10% onto that. That is, I'm kidding. It's of course I know it is. 120%. Anyway, looking at. I shouldn't joke because some people think I'm stupid, and I am. No, yeah.
All right, 30k gold lead. It's continuing to just take these fights to perfection. Secret now seeming to be the ones with damage control, as we've seen Zai. He's queued up an Ags. any type of more damage because it feels like they're really lacking damage in their fights.
Yeah.
And Yapsor's got one of the 8 plate mails that he queued up.
All right. So 12.5% of the way there. He's getting there.
But even more things they have to deal with as now God's Rebuke, well, he hit that before, the level 25 talent also for Borneo here. So even more damage from the Rebuke, and he's going to have Abyssal finished up on top very soon too. So it's just getting bigger and bigger. Man, everyone's really hitting 25. Fada's level 25 on the Undying. He's got Reincarnate.
Oh my goodness. I mean, they've barely been able to kill him the once.
He's got
incredible KDA. 10, 4, and 17 on the Undying.
Yeah, Fada's... I mean, people, you know, Undying haters, where are you at right now? Because watch Fada this game, even from movements, because he ganked the mid lane, in case people forgot, as an Undying. He's had a very flawless performance this game. And he's scary now. I mean, he's going to get off... He will get off decays in the fights now. 10 strength decays. And he will probably die twice to drop double tombstone, too.
Top. That's just Milan dealing with the Eidolon push.
Also, who has a heart, by the way, in case we didn't get to talk about how farmed this Milan IO is.
Fada, he's getting gone on, but as you said, with the 25, he's going to have a second life here, and he's had the opportunity to get the tombstone down. He's going to turn with the spear onto Matuma. He's getting focused by Borneo. The Hana God comes out, but it's so much damage. Another God's Rebuke. Matu step for 90. He's going to buy back straight away. Skeeter's looking over towards Yapso. Yapso getting bashed, taken out. Another buyback from Secret coming out as they're desperately trying to hold their high ground. They turn towards Skeeter, but they haven't got nearly enough damage. He's able to turn with the BKB, move on to Nisha. Borneo blinks in a position to spear Nisha back away from the rest of his team. They try and surround him. A snowball from Yapso buys some safety. Zai, he's been found by 33, moves in onto the Enigma, buyback from Zai, but they've lost Nisha for a second time. He's dead for 2 minutes. Zai needs some sort of insane black hole to hold this one, as he's going to look for the jump. He's able to get the 4 of them. Are they able to have the damage? They do. They take down the CK. They look to Fada. Fada's going to fall. Now over towards Milan. Milan, he's got the Ghost Scepter by time, and the Maleficent, the punch from Yapso's there. They find a 4th. As Zai, he's got to deal with Skeeter. Skeeter will finish him off, but Zai has kept the game going. Only just, but he's kept the game going by finding that black hole there with the buyback.
I think this is the first fight I'm seeing that Matu's actually able to attack. Every fight he's just been fully on the defensive. This time, finally Zai gets the coverage for him. But my God, look, this Timeless Relic as well is just insane on Mars. The more I'm seeing it, it's just Matu is pinned to the wall for what seems to be like 4.5 seconds, which I think it is 4.5 seconds actually, and then he's just getting God's Rebuke 2 or 3 times and just dies. This is insane. But Secret, they hold, and they do get another big item for Zai that could potentially keep them holding that Aghanims now too.
All right, I mean Zai's...
Holy moly.
It's all on Zai. That's the only way they hold themselves in this one with black holes like this one, as we see it with that buyback. Finding the 4 of them.
Perfect.
I mean, you see that as well. I believe the shards from Yapso also kind of just pushed Skeeter back into it. I think with that,
he looked like he was trying to walk around, and he walked into the actual AoE.
He walked into it, because of those shards. That's...
is under attack.
I mean, they're holding, but they're still 30k down, and it, of course, cost them 2 diebacks there, Secret, to pull that play off. So they've really only got one more opportunity to get the same sort of play or better. Anything less, and the game will still come to an end for them.
Yeah, it's really all on Zai. Yeah. All the pressure in the world on him. Yapsor has gotten his third plate mail though.
Tower is under attack.
Oh my goodness, he has.
He actually bought
It actually is just buying plate mails. That's amazing. You would.
It's the rebuke. I mean, you mentioned it, like how much it's really doing. Like,
there's Secret's breaking. You know, you never ever see this sort of build from a member of Secret, but Yapsor pioneering the triple plate mail.
Mm-hmm. And we see now Matumba Man, he's trying to buy something to deal with this. I feel like he's just trying to buy something to deal with the Mars. Buys a Satanic. So some status resist to deal with the insane duration that he's pinned to a wall and just some survivability. Feels like he does need it pretty badly.
Yeah, he's just, as you say, with that debuff duration, the spear to the arena, he doesn't get a chance. Doesn't get a chance right now in the fights if Borneo is able to get the jump on him.
Yeah, he gets two to three rebukes off during the spear, plus he's attached to a wall, which is doing increased damage because of this Timeless Relic as well. So all of these things just are ramped up so much from Timeless Relic. Any other big pickups? There's a lot of gold being held on a lot of heroes here. Buybacks, of course, being the most important thing in this game at the moment.
Let's see on Roshan. 1 minute and 20 seconds until it's back in play. So, Mudgolems, they can certainly go the safe route and wait it out.
Okay. Nisha's actually queued up his own Aghanims, it looks like, here this game, too.
All right. I mean, we never see it. Never see that being picked up on a
No, it's just the Ghost Shroud.
Yeah.
It's just the Ghost Shroud, I believe. I don't even actually know what the hell the Ags on Necrophos even does. I think it's just the Ghost Shroud.
No, it is. It turns the Ghost Shroud cooldown to 10 seconds rather than 16.
Because that got changed, and I don't think anybody purchased it after I saw that.
Okay, and
Heartstopper
you get
does
extra
double damage
on
during
art.
Ghost Shroud.
Okay, so that's what he's doing.
That makes a lot of sense. Why?
The damage with the Heartstopper. So how much?
It's all about the
is
percent
it?
hit.
It's
2 times.
2 times.
And he has a 2.9%, so it's going to be dealing 6% HP per second almost.
5.8%, and then
plus the Midnight Pulse, plus
7.
a double Midnight Pulse from Black Hole.
So that's 19.8%. So they're losing 20%
per second when Ghost Shroud is active.
20% of their max HP. So in 5 seconds, they will die. You are dead in 5 seconds.
So you're dead in a black hole.
Regardless of your build,
Shroud.
regardless of your items, you are dead.
Well, they heal, too. They have a lot of healing.
Obviously, if you get the BKB off, then you probably live, because the Heartstopper aura, obviously, that doesn't pierce the BKB. Still, though, the Midnight Pulse damage alone is going to be a lot for you to deal with.
Yes.
But it's
They're
a
going to
lot
get
of
themselves
damage.
an Aegis. An Aegis to Cheese, Refresher Shard, and an Ags. And we'll see who gets everything here.
Who's taking the Ags here?
Could see Skeeter. It's pretty good. The Infest, if he like gives it for a Borneo.
Yeah, you're right. Surely. No.
Let's see, though. No, they're just going to give it to Milan. Okay. And Lifestealer on Skeeter, so. And Refresher Shard on the Mars. Okay, so double Arena Blood. One of them has already been pretty devastating.
One more jump here could just end the game.
They're so 33's trying to mooch his level 25 in mid lane. Look, he's standing near the creep wave. It's very close to taking it off here.
Still got they've got a 2-minute window where there's no buyback on Zai. So I mean, I think at this point, ideally, you're just trying to make the jump on the Enigma, right? And
yeah,
Zai knows that. I mean, he's sitting in the fountain, and he's just picked up a Shadow Blade. This Shadow Blade could catch them by surprise. They might not expect the Shadow Blade.
Oh, they're giving Fada the Refresher Shard, so it's all about vision this next fight. So he's going to drop a Tombstone just for vision as well.
They don't know. They don't know about the Shadow Blade. So
they don't.
This invis.
This could catch him off guard.
This could be huge from Zai.
They do have Aegis though to play around, so and they can play with some relocates and all that too from Milan. They're going to back up. They got their level 25 on the CK. He pops his Ags. Oh, he pops his ult, sorry. And they're going to push in the lanes as everything is being forced in. And look at that army in the mid lane. Oh my. It's just going to walk into the back line. Skeeter?
Oh, Skeeter. Oh, hang on. They're able to get the tether off. He's going to be saved. Fada's going to start running in. Barnier committing with a BKB. He's able to spin him to the wall here. Matu, he's pinned. He's been caught now. But Abyssal comes in. Matu, he needs help. He's not getting it.
He's dead.
He's dead and he's gone. No buyback on Matu.
And Nisha's gone too.
Matu's got buyback in 40 seconds. So 40 seconds and he'll be back in the game. They're able to take down Fada once. Zai still holding back with the black hole. They're probably going to have to wait for the Drought to come up before they do try and give one final fight. And that is going to mean that the time and space is there for Mudgolems to take this set of racks on the top lane. So this will be the Megas. Mudgolems 43,000 gold up now as they're looking to close it. Over to the tier 4s they go. Halon to the buyback on Matu, 50 seconds. Look how quickly these towers fall. They're not going to have a chance here unless Zai makes a move now.
Look at the illusion army.
Tier 4s are going down onto the side. Zai, he's swinging around. He's trying to find opportunities. He's holding it. He's in. He's managed to grab the 2 of them. He's grabbed Skeeter, but the Abyssal straight away. 33 moves forward to cancel the black hole. Zai goes down. Arena's out. Nisha tries to turn with the Reapers, but the Ancient's already falling. As this game is